good to go, guys. So usual format, we'll start with a leg circuit into a full body circuit, 2 full body circuits, and then we're going to finish with a giant set to finish. So we're going to run through each first exercise of each section to finish, and then we'll finish on a little bit of core as well. So a little bit different today, but it should be nice and quick, and we'll get straight into it. Okay, guys? So straight into our warm-up. Start with a little jog in place to stay today. Just gradually getting that warm-up, heart rate up. Flicking up the heels at the back, warming up the knees. And take those knees up in front slightly. Just keep your march in place if you don't want to jump too much on your toes. So alternate between those two. Get nice and warm. So like I said, have your weights ready at home. Maybe a little towel, some water. A little bit higher with those knees now, pumping the arms. And also stick some tunes on at home. Into a little jumping jack, nice and light on the toes, or into your step jack if you're not into the jumping. Big exaggeration with the arms. 3, 2, 1, relaxing there. Hips forward, little torso twist. Loosen off that lower back. A few cracks and pops probably. And then just go into a little side lean, warming up through the core muscles. So into a little side lean, warming up through the core muscles. Might get a nice stretch on the neck here as well. That is mine. That's my cracks in a heap of places. Good, coming into our body weight squat now. So nice and warm through the legs. We'll be doing a few squat movements today. So get the form good now, warming up through these legs. See how your legs are feeling today. Got any tightness in there? Feet are nice and flat. Hands by the head if you want to. Open up the chest. A little pause at the bottom if you want to. Nice, slow and controlled. Just getting the form good before we start adding our variations. Let's go for 3 or 4 more squats, guys. Got our lunges next. So stepping into our back lunge. Switching sides. Keeping that core tight for balance as always. See how your legs are feeling today. Mine are pretty sore. Little twist if you want to. Couple more lunges, guys. Good stuff. Into our cat cows. As always, warming up the upper back and thoracic spine. Dipping the chest, looking up. Or you can just go for a little wiggle here, whatever feels comfortable. Nice and warm that upper back. Good, rotating. Keeping the knees close together. Again, just getting some movement in the upper back and the upper spine. Mountain climbers, guys, warming up. Keeping the hips down. You can go slow or fast with these. Just working for 20 seconds. Try to get that heart rate up now. Again, bracing the core, keeping tight. Shoulders over my hands. Driving in the knees. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Big shoulder circles before we get started. Big swings backwards and across the chest. Good to go, guys. So have your weights ready. Grab a quick water drink. Water break. Water drink. First exercise is going to be a squat thruster. So depending if you've got 1 or 2 dumbbells, we're coming down into our squat. You can hold it one at a time. Squat, pushing up. Okay, so it's all one movement, pushing up. If you just got the one dumbbell or kettlebell, coming down, pushing up, double hand. So squat thruster, then we're going to go into an extended glute bridge. As always, you can start with your active rest now if you want to. So a little jog on the spot, anything. So our glute bridge is very much like our kickback, but we're extending the leg. It's up slightly, so we're squeezing into this glute. We can even start to add something like our arcs. So our toe up and down, squeezing into the glutes, okay? So that'll be about 30 seconds per side. Getting ready to go, starting with our squat thrusters in about 15 seconds. So depending if you've got 1 dumbbells, 2 dumbbells, control the squat, nice and quick for the shoulders, and slow on the way down. Ready to go in 5 seconds, guys. In 3, 2, 1. So control that squat on the way down as you would, and then quick through the shoulders. If you don't have weights at home, just doing the same movement, extend it through the shoulders. Remember to control that squat on the way down, so we're not slumping into the squat. Control the squat, quick on the way down, control on the way down, quick on the way up, sorry. So explode out the squat. So it's like you're using your legs to power through the shoulders, yeah? Good guys, well done Len. So make sure that squat quality is good at the bottom. Good, keep up guys. So control that squat on the way down. Extend through the shoulders, last 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Good guys, well done. 3, 2, 1. Active rest or recovery. So next one you go into that extended glute bridge. Glute bridge, no it's not a glute bridge. So we're up here, like we would with our kickbacks, extend the leg. You should feel the glutes engage straight away. 3, 2, 1. So you're either going for little pulses up and down, or we can go for little arcs here, out to the side, if you can see that. So it's in the kind of arc position. This is quite Pilates based, quite balletic, if you will. If you're going for that arc. So whenever in this position, you want to keep that core nice and tight. You don't want to slump into that lower back too much. You want to keep solid through that stomach. Back and forward. Just start to feel that in that glute that you're using. Last 5 to 10 seconds. This leg. 3, 2, 1. Switching sides. So make sure my stomach's nice and tight for a start. Extend that leg. Working into that right butt cheek now. If you're not feeling it slightly, just taking it up and down. Maybe take it out to an angle ever so slightly. So if you're not feeling it straight on, maybe take it angle. Toe just coming towards the ground. Last 10 seconds here. Core's nice and tight. 3, 2, 1. Quick breather. We're going to finish the round with a wall sit. So we're going to go for a wall sit or squat hold. So either on your wall sit here, holding for 30 to 45 seconds, or you can go for a squat hold without the wall. Pushing the knees out, keeping the core nice and tight. Ready to go in about 5 seconds, guys. If you want to, you can even add weight to this. In 3, 2, 1. Pushing in, guys. So make sure our knees are coming down to about 90 degrees. We're solid through our core. You should start to feel this right in the quads. Keep those knees tracking out if we can. Squeeze in the stomach. Take the hands off if we can. If you need to take breaks, stand up, shake off the legs, back in. We're halfway there now. Feet are planted, nice and solid. So you can do the wall sit or just a squat hold, holding it in the same position. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Relaxing out slow. Good stuff. So 1 round down. Get your active rest or just get your breather now. So as always, active rest can be anything you want. You can do shadow boxing, flicking out those heels, high knees if you really want to get the heart rate up. We're going to go again in about 25 seconds. So that first one, if you've got weights for your squat thruster, we're going squat thruster with the weights. Or if you don't have weights, you can mix it up a little bit. You can go for an in and out squat if you want to. So in and out squats, kind of like a little jump squat, more explosive. We're ready to go in about 10 to 15 seconds. So first one, in and out squats or squat thrusters if you've got the weights. Let's get our weights ready now. 5 seconds, guys. In 3, 2, 1. So find your solid squat stance. Control the squat, and then it's quick through the shoulders. So use that power from the legs to push up. So you shouldn't really feel this too much through the shoulders because it's all that leg drive. You're using the momentum from the legs to power up through the shoulders. And then when that weight comes on the way down, you're controlling it. Explode up, control. Feet are nice and flat, back's nice and straight. Take your time, take rests if you need them. Last 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Quick breather, going for glute raises. Ready to go in 5. Shoulders over my hands, hips over my knees, squeeze the stomach. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to start on my right this time. So my leg doesn't come too high. It just comes up until I feel it in my glutes. If you're not feeling the glutes, think about squeezing that butt cheek. If you're activating through the muscles that we're working. These exercises are great for thinking about that mind-muscle connection. So when you come to do your bigger exercises, say like your deadlifts, and you want to activate the glutes more, you kind of know what that feels like. Last 5 seconds this side. 3, 2, 1, switching sides. So toe down, or you can go for that little arc out to the side. Last 10 seconds. You got your squat holds or your wall sits next. 3, 2, 1. About 10 to 15 seconds to switch. Shake off those legs. So it's a wall sit, or we're down in our squat hold here. Ready to go in 5. I'm going to go for a squat hold this time. In 3, 2, 1. Posture's good. Feet are nice and flat, keep those knees tracked out. Or we're going to go for that wall sit. Make sure we're trying to get that knees down to at least parallel. So the legs down to parallel, the knees at 90 degrees, feet are nice and flat. Core's tight also. Engage the core. Keep those knees tracked out. If your knees start to cave inwards and you shake too much, take a little breather, stand up, and then back into it again. We don't want the knees caving in. Almost there, last 10 seconds now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relaxing out, shake the legs. So active rest and recovery. We're going to our next full body exercises. We are going to go for a kettlebell swing. For the next round, we're going for 5 kettlebell swings if we can. So hinge at the hips, drive through the hips, squeeze the glutes at the top again. We're going for 5 reps, and then we're going into a reverse lunge. 1, 2, back into our hip drive. Okay, after that, we're going into upper body. If you've got weights, we're going for a floor press. So we're down on the ground, we're out to the side, just like a chest press, squeezing the chest at the top, alternating the sides, or if you don't have the weights, any push-up variation you're comfortable with, guys. Okay, so any push-up variation you're comfortable with. Let's get ready, going for our kettlebell swings. If you don't have weights for the kettlebell swing and you would rather do a squat or a squat jump into your lunge, completely fine. Let's get ready, going about 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. So remember, squeeze those glutes to the top. So squeeze, just like we did there in the glute raises. So you should feel the same squeeze at the top. After my 5 reps, coming into the reverse lunge each side. And then stepping back into my swings. Just feel this in the legs. Getting the heart rate up slightly. Good. So 3 or 5 swings. Make sure we're stepping back into that lunge. We're dropping that knee down. Keeping the core tight. Then we're driving the hips through, squeezing the glutes. Last 10 seconds. Keep the back nice and straight with those swings. 3, 2, 1. Quick breather. Going into our floor press. So if you've got the weights, guys, it's a chest press on the floor, or we're doing any push-up variation you're comfortable with. Getting ready to go in 3, 2, 1. So elbow comes down to the side. So my elbow's in line with my chest here. Pushing up, squeeze at the top. Can I take that dumbbell over in line with the chest? I'm going to go for about 5 reps and switch sides. It'll probably be lighter weight than you're used to in the gym. So again, we need to take this time to think about the muscle we're using and try focus on squeezing the chest. We've got about 20 seconds left, guys. If you haven't switched sides, make sure you're evening up the sides. Right, so yeah, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax in there or get your active rest. So, round 2, we've got kettlebell swing, 5 reps, lunge into 2 reps. Finishing with our floor press or press ups. Ready to go again in about 15 seconds. Almost there, guys. 5 seconds. Starting for our kettlebell swings. So if you've got the kettlebell or the dumbbell, sitting it down, hinge at the hips, keeping my back straight. 3, 2, 1. Drive through the hips, squeeze the glutes. So clench that bum at the top. Remember, we don't want to bend the knees too much in our kettlebell swing. It's nice straight back, hip hinge. I'm pushing the bum back, and there. Into our lunge. So what you'll find sometimes with the kettlebell swing is people coming almost down into a squat when they swing. So it's here, but you want to keep the back straight, pushing the hips back, and then squeeze the glutes through. Good, well done guys. Well done Len. Last 10 seconds of these guys. Keep those shoulders back. 3, 2, 1. Switching into our floor press. So floor press or any push-up variation, get ready to go. In 3, 2, 1. So obviously our push-up variations can be full push-up, knees down. Before you try the knees one, try with the hands elevated. If you're going for the push-ups, body's nice and straight. Take your time. Whatever's best for you. Maybe you haven't tried the floor press before, you want to give that one a go, how it compares to a press up. Make sure we're not flaring that elbow out too far so it doesn't go beyond the top of my shoulder. It's kind of tucked in underneath my shoulder, still in line with my chest, and we're pushing up. So the finishing position, the dumbbell, the kettlebell kind of finishes right in line with your chest in the middle, so it's kind of inwards. It comes inwards and up and round. Last 10 seconds guys. Even up those sides. We've got a bit of a higher intensity round next. So 2 bodyweight exercises. 3, 2, 1. Active rest or recovery. Our finisher round. We're going to start with 2 exercises and then we're going to run through all the exercises. We'll come to that. I'm going to start with walkouts. So one of my favourites. So we're coming to walk out. We've done loads of times before now. Walking out to a stand. You can add the jump if you want. And you can also add a press up at the bottom. Drop them to your knees if you want to. Okay? 30 to 40 seconds of walkouts. And then we're going for side to side touches. So nice and light in the toes. Getting the heart rate up. We've done these in the sweat class. So we're touching down. Little side to side shuffle. Touching down. So when we touch down, it is like a squat. Squatting down, keeping the posture good. Ready to go in about 10 seconds, starting for our walkouts. So we'll do 1 round of these. Ready to go in 5. So walking out, adding the press up, adding the jump if we want. In 3, 2, 1. Pushing it in guys. So 30 to 45 seconds we're working. Big finisher round. Sweaty Saturday. So if you're adding the press up and the jump, that's fine. Or you can just walk to a standing position. If these are still too difficult for anyone, you can just start here, walk up to a standing position, kind of walk back, walk up. Loads of variations. Last 5 seconds of walkouts, guys. Keep that core nice and tight. 3, 2, 1. Quick breather. So, the side to side shuffle, but we want to add that little squat if we can. Ready to go in 5. In 3, 2, 1. So depending how much room you've got, squatting down. You can kind of keep low with these as well. If you want to keep the tension in the legs. I'm squatting down here. So from the side, low, squatting down, low, squatting down. So hand comes down between the legs. Take your time with that side shuffle. long as we're adding that squat at the side, starting to feel it burning in the legs. Keep the posture good, shoulders are back, especially when we come down to bend. Last 10 seconds. Squeaky floors, man. 3, 2, 1, active rest or recovery. So, like I said, the finisher round, we're going to go back to our first exercise, which was the squat thruster. Or if you don't have the weights, we're going for that in and out squat. So the squat thruster, we're going 30 to 40 seconds for our squat thrusters. Second round was kettlebell swings to lunge, so kettlebell swing to lunge. And then we're finishing with our walkouts and our side to side touches like we just did. Getting ready, going about 10 seconds, guys. So big final giant set to finish. Starting for squat thruster. Ready, going about 5 seconds, grabbing your weights. Do it with the kettlebell. And 3, 2, 1. So squat thrusters, guys. Feet nice and flat. Pushing through the shoulders. A lot of legs today. So you'll get minimal rest between the exercises. We'll just get about 5 seconds to transition. Last 10 seconds here. You got kettlebell swings to lunges next. 3, 2, 1. Take a quick breather. 5 seconds. So it's kettlebell swing to reverse lunge in 3, 2, 1. Drive with the hips, squeeze it through. Keep that back straight. Once you've done your 5, 3 to 5 kettlebell swings into your lunges. Even just go for 3 because we're doing it slightly less time this time around. Push it into your lunge. 3 kettlebell swings. Last 10 seconds, guys. Three, 2, 1. Quick breather. Finishing with our walkouts and our side taps. Ready to go in 5. In 3, 2, 1. The last couple of exercises, guys. Adding that jump, adding that press up. Remember, when we get to this position, we're solid through the core still. We don't let the hips slump down. We're solid, even if we're not adding the press up. So we're solid through here for the core. Strong, just like a top plank, squeezing into the stomach. Well done, guys. Well done, Dave, Rachel. 10 seconds. Squeeze that stomach. Add the press up if you want. Add a little jump. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Quick breather. 5-second break. Last exercise for a little bit of core, guys. Add that little squat in 3, 2, 1. Side touches. Little shuffle. Depending on how much room you've got, you might just want to take a couple of steps. But make sure we're not bending the back too much. Still coming to that squat. Don't have to touch the ground. Just coming down, feeling that air squat. Last 10 seconds, guys. Our last exercise. 3, 2, 1, and relax, guys. Well done. Awesome work. My room is roasting today. The sun's beating in. Right. You can keep going with your active rest if you want to. Grab a quick breather. We're going to go straight into our core round. So just a couple of exercises to finish. We're going to start with just a pause crunch. It's a nice easy core crunch with a little pause at the top. So what we're looking for, shoulders coming off. When we get to here, the core's engaged. 1, 2, 3. Coming down nice and slow. Back up, 1, 2, 3. That's the first one. We'll add one straight in after it. Ready to go in about 5 to 10 seconds, guys. Coming down to your mat. In 3, 2, 1. You can put the hands up in line with the eyes to make it a little bit trickier if you want. 1, 2, 3. Coming down. Be strict with that pause at the top. 1, 2, 3, and down. So my neck is really relaxed. I'm only tightening through the stomach, and that's what's lifting me up. Shoulders come off the ground. Just curling in that shoulders ever so slightly. 1, 2, 3. Back down. So like always, the core crunch, we're not sitting all the way up. We're just thinking about engaging that core. You should feel it as soon as your shoulders come off. 1, 2, 3. Last 10 seconds here, guys. Let's go for one more. Last pause. 3, 2, 1, coming up. 3, 2, 1. Quick breather for 15 seconds. Next up, we're going for a leg lift. So tough one. If we can, push that lower back into the ground so there's no space here. We're coming up and down with the legs, nice, slow and controlled. If the lower back starts to lift, maybe just take it down until you can still keep that lower back planted on the ground. So up and down the legs, ready to go in 3, 2, 1. So maybe you can just get there before the lower back starts to round. But you're still getting a nice stretch in the lower abdominals. For me, I can still feel that. If this is too much, maybe you just go for a little knee tuck here. Take slightly a bit of the weight off. But you want to keep that core engaged and that lower back brace into the ground. So before you start, make sure it's flat into the ground. So leg lifts or knee tucks. Last 10 seconds because these are tough. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quick breather. Last one's going to be a plank. So 30 seconds of the plank. So shoulders over my elbow joint, squeeze the stomach, get those hips down, weight over my shoulders. If you want to add little variations to make it trickier, feel free. Ready to go in 3, 2, 1. So my hips come down, squeeze that stomach as hard as I can. Your little variations could be leg lifts, arm lifts, or walk those elbows out in front of the face to get a better stretch in that stomach. Instantly you should feel that. We're going for 30 seconds here. Last 15, halfway now. Keep those hips down, squeeze the stomach, drop to the knees if you need to. As long as you're squeezing the stomach and the hips are down. 3, 2, 1. Add to rest. Well, no, just rest. Right, guys, we're going to finish with just those 3 exercises. We're going to do 20 seconds each, and then we're done. Okay, so start with our core crunch holds, into our leg lifts, finishing with our planks. This will be the last exercise, and then we'll get a little stretch. So finishing on our core, starting with our core crunch. Ready to go. So 20 seconds of each, just a minute left in 3, 2, 1. Coming up. 1, 2, 3, hold. Nice, slow and controlled. Just because we've got 20 seconds doesn't mean you need to rush. You're still working on that quality, especially with all core exercises. I want to feel the core engage. Breathe out on the way up. Breathing in, get your breather. Breathing out again. Let's go for one more. So coming down. Last one. 3, 2, 1. 5-second breather before our leg lifts. Almost there, guys. 3, 2, 1. Leg lifts or knee tucks. Or even if you just want to go for your normal core crunch. Whatever feels comfortable. Keep that back relaxed, neck relaxed. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Finish on our planks, guys. Ready to go. In 3, 2, 1. 30-second plank to finish. Squeeze that stomach as hard as you can. Last exercise. Walk those elbows out if you want to make it a little bit trickier. Keep those hips down. Squeeze the glutes as well. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relaxing there. Back into your child's pose, guys. Let's get a quick stretch. Drop to your child's pose, get the deep breaths. Awesome. Step forward, little low lunge, stretching off that hips. Switching sides. Good. Let's go for a little forward fold to finish. So you can do it on the ground, or just a little forward fold, relaxing through the shoulders, stretching off through the hamstrings. As always, do some more stretching at home. Follow my little stretching routine if you want to. If you feel like you need more of a stretch. Bend out the knees. And relaxing there, guys. Well done. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.